Good afternoon and welcome to SAIT Newsfile. I'm Colton Pankew. Ella and Matt will have the latest highlights later. What can we expect, Ella?
Well, right now, things are really heating up in the Trojans women's basketball world. They are first in the Southern Conference for the ACAC, so that's really neat.
Yeah, like you said, they've been looking really good lately. We'll have a look at weather with Brendan Donald later today, but first, here are today's top stories. A Calgary police officer has been charged with sexual assault regarding an off-duty incident from 2021. It's being alleged that the officer was at a licensed establishment when he touched a staff member without her consent. Constable Gurlav Singh has been charged with sexual assault as a result of the incident. He has since been released from custody and is set to appear in Calgary Provincial Court on January 5th. The lack of children's medication throughout the province of Alberta is expected to soon change. Alberta Health Services has secured over 5 million bottles of medications, such as ibuprofen, from Turkey. The shortage of children's medication throughout Alberta has been an issue for many parents since last spring. This has been a major issue in recent weeks, as influenza numbers have been on the rise with the colder temperatures. The Alberta government and Alberta Health Services are hopeful the shipments of medication will be distributed in quick fashion.
Once approvals are in place, which should only be a few weeks, the medication will be sent to us in a number of shipments. When a shipment is received, the bottles will be available for ordering by pharmacies across the province and distributed within a couple of days.
The hope now is that with this pending shipment, the shortage of children's medicine in Alberta will soon be a thing of the past. Many Calgary parents are growing frustrated with the long school bus waits their children are being forced to deal with. One student in particular had to wait on the bus for more than 5 hours before arriving home from school. Many others are often left confused as to what time their bus will arrive to pick them up for school, or if it will arrive at all. An investigation has since been opened on the matter, as one bus in Mayland Heights failed to pick up its students until 75 minutes after school was finished. Southland Transportation has since apologized for the matter, referring to it as a failure of communication. Over the last few years, crimes at C train stations across Calgary have gone up at a rapid rate. It has left many Calgarians who take transit feeling unsafe and with many questions. City officials and transit riders are hopeful that the number of incidents at C train stations will go down, but that will require some swift action. Taranjot Vinin has more.
Over the last few years, crimes at C train stations have gone up throughout Calgary, with stations like Marlborough and Rundle being the ones under the limelight. It has left many C train riders like Bo feeling unsafe and with many questions.
It's getting bad. I come here every day and there's always an incident. Every single day. I go to work and I come back here to work and cops, ambulance, they're always here.
With ridership returning to pre-pandemic levels for Calgary Transit, many SAIT students are still on the fence as to which mode of transportation they should be taking. Students without driver's licenses or cars are having to rely heavily on the city's transit system and think the city isn't doing enough to keep them safe.
When I come here, I'm like 5 minutes here, gone. I'm just waiting for someone, right? So I'm not really scared of anything here. Well, the people here, not really the best, I cannot lie.
The city is trying to raise the enrollment plus the deployment of future peace officers, but say they need 2 more years to improve the C-train services as their work continues on addressing the safety concerns from citizens.
I think, again, as we are coming out of a COVID pandemic where we saw ridership drop below normal, as we work towards that, more presence on the platform, and I think our commitment as ridership grows, that our growth with the peace officers is also to match and support that safety element as well.
City officials and transit riders are hopeful the number of incidents at C-train stations will go down. For SAIT Newsfile, I'm Taranjot Vinin.
As the much-anticipated busy holiday shopping season is underway, a gift to find for a friend or family member can be fairly stressful for some Calgarians. A new style of business is out here to help those out. Jake Stagerman joins us live from the newsroom. Jake, what can you tell us?
Well, Colton, it's officially that time of year to beat the crowd and get to shopping for our loved ones. With the inflation concerns from many Calgarians, a new way of gift shopping can save some last-minute stress. The Hidden Gem local market in Kensington is a cozy indoor market to purchase Christmas gifts, birthday presents, or just a new addition for your home with plenty of hidden gems. This family-owned and operated market was created and designed to support local makers to sell their handcrafted goods. Supporting smaller businesses like the Hidden Gem Market in Calgary maintains a bright future for local store vendors.
this is the future. You will see all stores like this because, one, you just have to do it nowadays to work together to survive, and two, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you be in a place that's like $75,000 a month rent in New York on the main drag, and you're all working together?
Located right in the heart of Kensington, the year-old underground market can be found on the corner of Kensington Square. Back to you, Colton.
That was Jake Stegerman reporting live from the newsroom. Thanks, Jake. Those are today's top stories. We'll have your full forecast after the break. But first, Brendan Donald has a look at what's going on in Calgary this week.
Looking for a couple of laughs over the next couple of days? Well, Joey Ellis is at the Laugh Shop December 7th till December 10th with tickets starting at $25. Have you ever wanted to have breakfast with the jolliest guy around? Well, you can join Santa at the Lahi Lounge on December 11th at 8:30 a.m. with tickets being $54 for kids. Are you looking for a nice date night? With general prices at $22, Zoo Lights is a night of fun and a great way to spend some outside fun with a loved one. The Calgary Phil presents Home Alone in concert December 9th to December 10th with tickets starting at $24. Sounds of the Season Rocky Mountain concert on December 11th starting at 2 p.m. is a great way to spend a Sunday afternoon with tickets being $15. Looking to get the kids out of the house on Saturday, December 11th, the Bird Walk in CARBURN Park could be a fun way to spend it with tickets starting at $6. Welcome back, everybody. Now we're going to be taking a look here at weather. So starting off first here on the western part of Canada, Vancouver sitting at 3 degrees, a little bit of rain, but then we start to move east into the country. Edmonton sitting at -14, still doing its thing. Regina sitting at a very cold -32. Winnipeg, it's actually kind of nice and warm for this type of year, but we're going to move over to the eastern part of the country. Sitting at Toronto, or looking at Toronto here, it's overcast and 8 degrees, so actually fairly nice temperature there. But looking at the Maritimes and part of Quebec, a lot of rain there, but still fairly mild temperatures all around. But now we're going to take a look where we'd all rather be with the resorts. Palm Springs is sitting at a nice 19 degrees with clear skies, while Barbados has a few clouds overhead but is nice and toasty at 28 degrees. Cancun is 26 and a few clouds. Honolulu is partly cloudy and 25. Orlando is 19 and overcast, while Las Vegas is 15 degrees and sunny. So now taking a look here at Calgary today, it is currently 0 degrees. Conditions are mainly sunny, but we do have a 44-kilometer-per-hour wind. But taking a look at the next little bit for the week, it's going to be -1 and sunny. But now taking a look here at the province, up to the northern part of it, it is a whole lot of nope. Fort McMurray is -25 and snowy. Don't love that. But then we're going down more in the province. It starts to get a little bit warmer. Red Deer sitting at -17, so not great, but we do have a low pressure system here in Alberta. Calgary, really nice temperature, obviously the best throughout the province, sitting at 0. Lethbridge, -1, partly cloudy, mixture of sun and clouds. But now we are going to take a look here at the 5-day forecast. For the next couple of days, it is going to be nice and warm. Obviously, unfortunately, we're going to get down a little bit colder here, but Sunday and Monday, we get back to those frigid temperatures. But we will be back after the break with Ella on sports.
Welcome home. What took you so long?
Every single Wednesday, Rumble House hosts an open house auction for their community to auction off their artwork. Beginner or experienced, Rumble House invites artists of all skill levels to participate in their weekly events.
To get involved in our events, call or text 403-629-7424.
403-629-7424.
Or check us out on Facebook for more information.
Come and learn the breaking world of broadcast news. Find your passion to investigate, write, shoot, edit, and deliver the stories of the day. SAIT's broadcast news program teaches you everything you need to know for a career in radio and television. Become the next great anchor, reporter, or personality using industry standard technology alongside qualified instructors with years of experience. This is broadcast news. Come and dare to be on air.
Welcome back to SAIT News File. Ella and Matt joins us now for a look at the latest highlights. What can we expect, Ella?
Well, right now in the FIFA world, things are really heating up as all the teams have finally been decided for quarterfinals, so we'll have a look at that. But first, we're going to take a look at our Trojans. The Trojans battled their way to the throne and took the victory on Saturday, as both the women's and men's basketball teams won against the Lethbridge KODIAKS. The women fought hard in a 69-64 feat, beating the KODIAKS. Skylar McDonald led SAIT with 21 points and was awarded Player of the Game. They lead the Southern Conference with a winning streak of 3 and 14 points. On the men's side, Charlie Connor has the Player of the Game and scored 24 points to lead the Trojans to an impressive 84-73 win, also beating the KODIAKS here at home. That's a wrap on all of the Trojans teams for the year, and they will return early in January. The Calgary Flames destroyed the Arizona Coyotes last night with a score of 3-2. Calgary native Dylan Dubé scored the first goal of the game with a quick snipe, assisted by Nazem Kadri, with 3 minutes in the first. Elias Lindholm got a rebound for a wicked-fast goal, finishing the period at 3-0. In the third period, Jacob Chikrin scores a top-shelf goal, tying the game up 2-2. The Flames recovered 4 minutes till the end of the game, scoring low on the ice. Jonathan Huberdeau assisted Nazem Kadri for a rapid-fire goal, making the final score 3-2. Calgary now has a record of 12-10-3, putting them at the 5th spot in the Pacific Division. The Flames head to Minnesota to face off against the Wild tonight. The Toronto Raptors fell short to the Boston Celtics last night by 6 points, making the final score 116-110. OG Anunoby was a force to be reckoned with in the paint, rushing off for breakaway after breakaway. Scotty Burns drove hard to the net and got fouled, getting a 1-1 for Toronto. The two teams were neck and neck, but the Celtics got an early leg up in the game. Jason Tatum in the
couple other little plays first half that we got to win. They end up hitting a 3 out of it and we got to come up with that one way or another.
Jason Tatum racked in the most baskets at 31 points for the Celtics and was a threat under the net with 12 rebounds, and Blake Griffin following with 8. The Raptors have a chance at redemption tonight when they play the Lakers at 5:30. On Tuesday, Portugal destroyed Switzerland in a 6-1 match in the World Cup. Portugal now advances to the quarterfinals. John Coley Romanos had a standout game, scoring 3 goals for Portugal, while Switzerland's Fabian Sahar got a yellow card. Before going into the game, many were shocked that world-renowned Cristiano Ronaldo was not in the starting lineup, but still Portugal was able to shoot out their competitors. That was the last game to determine the teams that were going to play in the quarterfinals. On Friday, the Netherlands will face off against Argentina, and Croatia will play Brazil. Following day, England plays France and Portugal against Morocco. This cup, Morocco is the only African team to make it this far in the quarterfinals and has a chance to make history if they win Saturday's game. This would advance them to the semifinals, and they would be the first African team to ever make it that far. And that's a look at sports.
Yeah, so we have a few, I'm looking forward to seeing the championships of that game, but first we'll look at Brendan Donald just giving us the latest on weather.
Yeah, so taking over the next couple of days, looking a little bit better for the temperatures, staying fairly mild, obviously getting a little bit colder at the nighttime. Sunday and Monday are not looking like the most fun days out there for temperature, but yeah, nice little bit break from it before we get back to the freezing cold temperatures.
Well, yeah, like you said, Brendan, obviously things are starting to heat up. So do you have any plans for this weekend?
Yeah, I'm planning to do a little bit of Christmas shopping. I know that you want to go out there and do a little bit of skiing this weekend.
Yeah, I'll always look to get to the mountains whenever it kind of gets warmer like this. And what about you, Ella?
Yeah, I mean, I won't be skiing, but maybe snowboarding instead, heading up to the hills maybe. Yeah, nothing like a little bit of winter activities. Definitely not my cup of tea. Haven't skied in a few years. How often do you get out there, Colton?
Like I said, I try to go pretty often, especially when the temperatures are warm like they have been right now. But anyway, that's a wrap for our show. So thank you for tuning in to this SAIT News File, and we will see you soon.